What's happening, guys? Brandon here, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Joining me right now, I have my good friend Hunter.
What's up?
Hey, what's happening, Hunter?
What's up?
How's you?
Just join here in my room with all my reptiles and stuff.
Nice. Are they enjoying the Halloween season?
Yes, they are.
Yeah. I just got done watching episode 2 of the Are You Afraid of the Dark reboot. It's kind of like Stranger Things light. It features a bunch of kids. It takes place at a carnival. There's kids missing. There's a little bit of elements there, except there's no like real blood or gore. Although
Mm.
there is a scene where a guy eats a scorpion. Have you ever eaten a scorpion?
No, I haven't, but I'm not the kind of guy who eats a scorpion because I love scorpions.
Yes. Uh, so it's a little creepy, but it's not like brutally creepy. But do you want to see something that's really creepy?
What's that?
A Nostalgia Critic review in 2019.
Oh God.
Yes.
Take it away,
Yeah.
please. I am done with Nostalgia Critic. Like fuck him.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, like if you haven't heard, like a lot of people have asked, what are my thoughts on Change the Channel and the whole thing, and I'm pretty much with a grand majority of the people. I mean,
Same here.
the guys at Channel Awesome, they running the site, they have no idea how to run a business. Like they fired people for stupid reasons. Um,
Indeed, they don't. They had no reason to fire Phaelus nor uh obscure Luca and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, and then eventually in 2018, we all found out that Juario actually molested a girl at Magfest, and yep,
Yeah,
everyone was thought it was just depression. No, it was guilt because he molested a person, and it's
that
like
is true. Yeah,
and
yeah.
and no one else knew this except for the Walkers and Mike Dodd. And the fact that they were harboring him on the site for so long after that, it's horseshit. So for that,
Definitely horseshit.
like, I have no sympathy for the Walkers right now, and I feel even less sympathy because even after all this shit with Change the Channel and everybody leaving the site, and now it's basically just Critic, and I don't know why Brad Jones is still with the site. I don't understand it, but
I I don't get it either because I don't get why would so Nasal still join it because he's a really nice guy and he's very funny. It's
yeah.
very strange that he's still on there.
Yeah, like I still watch the Snob and I still watch the midnight screenings. He does some good content. I guess it's because he's friends with Doug, but even after all this crap, I still question why he's friends. But
Also asking, I wonder what happened to all the other members, like Todd in the Shadows, including Film Brain. I wonder what happened to them.
they're still making videos. Todd's still doing his reviews. Film Brain's doing Projector. That they're moving on to their own stuff, and they're still maintaining a decent quality shows and whatnot, and doing their own thing. And I'm happy for them.
Well, that's good. Oh,
But as for the Nostalgia Critic, my God, has he dropped in quality? Like,
well,
he,
here's the plane, and that's the Star Trek, and he's going. Ew.
right into the Hudson.
Yep.
This, like, right after To Boldly Flee came out, it looked like, yeah, now was the time to finally retire the Nostalgia Critic because the gimmick was getting old. But for some reason, he kept on doing it, and his newer reviews, he's been throwing in a lot of skits with all the new people like Tamara and Marcus.
Yeah.
Marcus, I think his name is. What's the black guy's name?
Actually it's Malcolm
Malcolm.
because I
Yeah,
actually met him in person one time at the Comic Con.
yeah, yeah. I don't have problems with those guys, but it's just that they're given really shit material to work with.
Well,
And
I have heard some backlash from those guys, and I've heard they had kind of argue with some people from that doesn't change the channel and stuff.
yeah, yeah. It's been mudslinging left and right with this stuff, and like I just try to keep away from it and just try to enjoy their videos. But like
It's very difficult to enjoy the reveals these days since their jokes are getting kind of old.
yeah,
The
like
skits are really.
the last good review that I recall from the critic was his review of It Chapter 1, and that was a skit only video, and
That's the
I
biggest part I want to discuss. His skit reviews. I'm sick and tired of seeing those reviews he makes all the time. They're so pointless, in my opinion.
yeah, and a lot of it really doesn't have anything much to do with the video sometimes. Like, dude, screw all the skits. You don't need to pad it out to 40 minutes. Just stick to like
That
maybe have like a minute long skit here and there. Don't go over like 8 minutes and stuff.
Yeah, I don't really get why he has to make the whole entire video a skit. Because, I mean, why couldn't he just wait for the movie just to come on DVD and Blu-ray like he did before? You know, there was no reason for him just to do a skit review of Jurassic World since he made a regular review of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I mean, what was the point of that anyway?
Because I guess he's just too afraid of copyright. I don't know. But
If that really is the case, then how come he's still able to do videos with clips all over them? I mean, that's the question. I bet that's the question I like to ask.
I have no idea. I mean, I got demonetized for reused content on all my channels, and yet somehow the critic still manages to get away with using clips in his videos. I don't know.
Maybe he's just friends with YouTube. I don't know, or maybe he's a YouTube partner.
I don't know. But so probably the most like I stopped watching him after the whole Change the Channel thing. I think I've only seen maybe one other review, which was the Mulan 2 review, and
I've actually watched that review, and to be honest, it's not that bad.
it's not bad. He doesn't use skits, but it just seems it just feels like everything. It's all the passion is gone. He's just trying too hard at this point.
That is true. I just think to myself, I think Nostalgia Critic should go back to the old way. Like, he should go back to the old way. But I think that way is now gone since all the stuff he's been doing these days.
You know what he really should be doing, and something that a lot of other channels have been doing? He needs to do more unscripted reviews, just like sitting in cars, like midnight screenings, because...
Speaking of that, he has been doing some unscripted reviews. Like, for example, the first viewing videos with him and just his brother on the couch.
And those were good. I liked those. Like,
I agree. I do like those. I do find those kind of funny, especially with the one when they're reviewing Freddy Got Fingered.
yeah, exactly. But like the whole script.
Even though I will admit the Freddy Got Fingered review of Nostalgia Critic was actually kind of funny. I especially like the skit of No Country for Old Man he did in that review.
Yeah, it's like the whole scripted angry review gimmick, with the exception of some reviewers like Angry Video Game Nerd and Urinating Tree. It's kind of just become a lost cause. Now people are just doing like podcasts and unscripted reviews, and it feels so much better because it feels so much more genuine. It just doesn't feel forced. It feels natural. It's all you can tell. It's all coming from what they're actually thinking, and that's why I like midnight screenings. That's why I like listening to podcasts. That's why me and my friend Nate ran our own podcast, and honestly, I like it better doing the podcast than it was just doing all these crazy scripted reviews and scripted skits.
That's true.
Yeah. Which leads us to the feature presentation of this podcast. It is Nostalgia Critic's review of The Wall. And now before
we get into that review, that awful review, let's get onto the movie called The Wall first before we get into that stuff. Okay.
Yeah. Now
I want to like clear my mind first before I get so angry at that review. Yeah. I mean, God.
Now here's the thing about The Wall. Way back in 2011, I was doing a month, a featured month called Acid Eaters Month, where I review a lot of trippy psychedelic movies, and I did have The Wall on my list at one point, but I just couldn't find a raw copy of it to use for the footage at the time, and I didn't have a DVD ripper at the time, so I wasn't able to get footage. Now that I've seen the actual movie, this... like, I understand where it's coming from. Basically, the character of Pink represents Roger Waters, and like his life growing up. His father died in the war. He was at this shitty school with shitty teachers, and then all kinds of insanity. And
You want to know why the teachers were like that?
why is that?
Well, because it was 1950s. It
Yeah.
was still during almost it was still during a time when the war was over, but the schools were still really strict, and yeah, Great Britain was very strict on education and stuff.
Yeah. We don't need no education.
Yeah,
So
I love Pink Floyd's The Wall album. It's a pretty good album indeed.
I like most of it, although there are some points where it kind of drones a bit. As far as Pink Floyd goes, if you were to ask me what my favorite album was, I would say Dark Side of the Moon or Animals.
That's good. That's a good one.
Animals is a good one.
There.
The Wall is also good, but I just think like Dark Side is a lot more smoother and has there are songs I like on Dark Side that I like a little better than The Wall, but The Wall's a good album too. And
I also want to say this. If you don't notice, I actually do write my own metal songs, and I'm actually kind of planning to write a song dedicated to Pink Floyd's "Another Brick in the Wall."
nice. Is it like a cover?
Well, basically, it's actually kind of my version, "Another Brick in the Wall," but we'll have some references from that song,
Interesting.
and also pay homage to Pink Floyd and stuff.
Yeah, that sounds good. So, yeah, so I'm looking at, I have it up now. It's 39 minutes and 49 seconds long, which, holy shit.
It's actually 50 seconds, 50 seconds to be exact, because according to when you upload a video on YouTube, it adds 1 second to the video.
Oh, whoop-de-doodle-doo.
I've already know everything that goes on the video, so I do not want to go through that video again.
Well,
Ugh.
I'm gonna.
I know you haven't seen it, but okay, fine. I'll watch it with you.
You're watching me with it again. I haven't seen this review yet, so I'm just going in blind.
I know, but I just hate viewing it. It's just so bad. It's just so bad watching it. Even though I never seen the movie before the review was uploaded, and then I watched the movie and it was good. The movie was pretty good. It talked about depression, things like going on. And speaking of that, there's actually a website on analysis of The Wall. If you look at that website, you could definitely see a lot of information about The Wall, what it's actually about, and everything.
All right. I'll be sure to post a link in the description if you can share it to me in the Skype recorder. So, yeah, well, let's not waste any more time. Let's start with the watch.
Oh God!
Are you ready, sir? And keep in mind, this is a commentary, so it does fall under fair use. So if it does get flagged, WTFU, you are just another brick in the wall, Doug.
Let's do this.
All right, in 3, 2, 1, activate.
This episode brought to you by Honey, the easiest way to save money when you're shopping online.
You know, he really missed an opportunity to make a money reference there. Honey, it's a crime. That's what his reviews are all about. They're all about money now.
Yes, they are. They definitely are.
So basically, I'm already looking at the opening. I see Tamara in her maid outfit. So basically, it's just reenacting the entire movie.
That's true. That's what it is. It's basically a reenactment of The Wall. That's what it is.
Okay, then. Okay, random YouTube clip. Oh, and he's got, there's the guy from Slipknot, and...
Mm-hmm. That's Corey Taylor.
Yeah. Before anyone asks, no, I'm not a Slipknot fan, unfortunately.
I love Slipknot, but I'm also really shocked on how they're able to get him in the video.
Well, he's managed to get, like, Maura Wilson and Dante Bosco and all kinds of people into his videos.
Including Don Bluth. I mean, how is he able to get that guy? He's like retired.
Connections, yo.
Next thing you know, he may try to get Rick Moranis. He's retired.
Rick's too good for this.
Yeah, he is. He better join James Ralph.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. I mean, James got McCulkin and Gilbert Gottfried in his videos.
That review from James Ralph is so hilarious. Calling the pizza guy.
Pizzagate. You know why? Because James has better comedic timing and better. He's a better writer than anything Doug's ever written.
Okay, should I mention this?
Yes.
In the review, there's actually some song titles that come up.
Yeah, he basically took the songs that were from the opera and just made his own songs.
And he calls it the love letter to Pink Floyd. Yeah, love letter my ass. Here's what I'm gonna say about Doug Walker's singing voice. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's decent. It's very decent. That's all I can say about him.
Like sometimes he gets a little too high and too low in some points, but
True, that's true. And you should know the music is actually constructed by Rob Scallon.
Yeah. Oh.
Now Rob Scallon. What happened?
Now Doug is singing the song now.
Oh God. Yeah, I was expecting that because when I first saw this video, it's just terrible. It's just ugh.
Well, I'm watching the first. We're up to 3 minutes 47 seconds, and I'm at the point where you're like, okay, we get the point. Let's just get to the actual review now, instead of all this goofiness.
Spoilers! There's no review. No review. It's just a musical. I warned you, dude.
Angry Video Game Nerd just released a review of Immortal, which is basically he did like a Birdman style where it's all in one take. Because I saw that. James likes to experiment with new stuff, and in a way, Doug is experimenting with this by just having this whole thing just be an entire musical of the review.
But here's the biggest problem with this review. The biggest problem is that it's so rushed.
What the fuck is that? Holy shit!
What is it?
Some weird cat thing.
Oh God, that thing. Yeah, that actually comes in the later of the video. It's basically it's actually a creature made from feta.
Really?
They're actually they're actually an animation company. Animation company that Doug Walker worked with in his first video.
Yeah, because I've seen some animations in some of the stuff.
Yeah, I heard that it's a pretty good company, but I'm surprised they went with the Nostalgia Critic. It's a shame.
Who the hell is the guy playing the teacher?
That would be Rob Scallon.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Rob Scallon playing the teacher. I'm guessing they're doing their imitation of Another Brick in the Wall, aren't they?
Imitation, you say?
Well, it is a parody, and also I noticed
it's not a funny parody.
Yeah.
He's acting nothing like that douchebag teacher, and look at these Jimmy Screamer Claus effects. These is glorious.
Oh God, Jesus. Yeah, I've seen those effects, and they're just terrible looking. I mean, all it's showing is just Rob Scallon smacking the building, but the building's not even crumbling down. It's just there.
I guess they couldn't afford to film a train scene either.
Yeah. And let me also say something. From James Ralph's effects, he knows how to pick effects that work good for his reviews, but Doug Walker, on the other hand, he just wasted so much money he has to pick the bad effects.
This is brutally annoying.
Tell me about it. It's definitely really annoying. And it keeps on going and going and going.
Oh, with those shitty Lego faces. If there was a bit where he just goes into the meat grinder...
Actually, no.
If he fall into the meat grinder, tell me there's a meat grinder.
I'll tell you this. Those are not Lego faces, by the way. Those are actually the same kind of faces they're trying to imitate from the Another Brick Wall music video.
Yeah. I still call them Lego faces because that's what they look like.
Really? You think Lego faces look like that?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Oh boy. Speaking of Lego, I already have 2 Lego movies, and I'm probably gonna watch them soon.
I wish I was watching the Lego movie right now. he's just making random jokes that don't make sense.
Indeed. All he is ever doing in the video is just saying the movie's pretentious, boring, and all that other stuff.
That's like The Wall is not an easy movie to review. I could probably talk about the animated segments and how goofy they are, but then the video would probably be like 2 minutes long.
The sequences are awesome.
They're awesome. They're definitely straight out of Roger Waters' cocaine-filled mind right there.
I should mention this. They actually have reasons to be honored in a movie because think about it. Because when you imagine World War II, you do imagine something like monstrous going on.
Like, okay, well, now they're burying Twitter. They're literally burying all the people who shit talk them on like Facebook and Twitter with the change the
Seriously,
channel gimmick.
I never got this thing. I never got why they changed the hammers into phones. What the hell is that all about anyway?
Oh, look, we get the tunnel at last.
I don't think there's a way to not connect that.
Oh, come on, they're just saying school sucks. They're not making...
Oh, and this is where this is where his friends do a critique on the movie.
They
But
do an
the critics
actual
aren't doing-
critique? In this?
Yes. But not the critic. The critic doesn't do it. Only they do it. Only Tamara and Malcolm do it.
Now we are up to Goodbye Blue Sky, and Black Ego. I think it's starting to occur to me now. The way this review is being made, you know how Pink is based on Roger Waters?
If you can call it a review.
This all feels like it's well, no shit, it's from the mind of the critic. It's like, oh, all the garbage that he's going through right now with the change the channel thing, and how everyone hates him now, and how there's all a huge war and shit.
You know, I think he also doesn't care about change the channel at all. I think he doesn't care what he hears about that stuff.
This makes me angry because I really like this song.
Trust me, it gets worse when you hear the lyrics of this song.
And I can see he's just using still shots, so obviously he couldn't get the copyright for this thing.
Nope. That's a question I like to ask Walker if I ever get a chance to meet him in person again. How in the world? Why in the world would he just go out, waste his time to do all this, and instead of just Sean clips the movie and do it in a normal way? Why couldn't he just do that?
I don't
because his fans
copyright. I don't know.
But his fans been asking him, why couldn't you just get the DVD? It's so easy to get a DVD on Amazon.
I don't know.
It's on Amazon. I mean, it's on fucking Amazon. On top of that, you can still use a fair use.
I don't know.
There's no excuse. There's just no excuse when he does it like this at all. There's no excuse.
Watch out how I do a sad song about being cheated on.
So, you're going from World War II, one of the worst things to ever happen,
To bitching about your girlfriend cheating on you?
Hey, it doesn't matter how I'm pained, as long as I'm torturously pained.
Sounds pretty douchey, man.
Yeah, pretty douchey.
Yeah, it is pretty douchey, making 40 minutes of just non-stop skits instead of actually getting to the point.
Exactly. Oh, wait until you get to the song called "Bring the Runtime Down." Get to that one. You'll see how cringy that song is.
Fuck.
You invited me up here. What you want to do?
Just watch TV.
You invited me up here to literally watch TV?
I'm a successful musician with millions. How can you expect me to be happy?
That's a dank lie. Oh, if I could just fast forward through the whole thing, I'd be so happy.
Oh yeah. And when they sing the song called "Bring the Runtime Down," I always like to want to criticize this whole entire video about that.
Hey.
What's the point of him saying that? What is the fucking point of him bringing that up? I mean, the movie is an hour and 35 minutes, and he goes out of his way to say to bring the runtime down? Are you mad?
The actual album itself is 80 minutes and 42 seconds. It's only maybe about 15 minutes longer than the album. So,
Ugh.
and I will say this about the movie, like as far as rock opera movie adaptations go, it's actually very solid. And because I've seen a lot of rock opera movies like Tommy and Sergeant Pepper. And like I like Tommy. It's not a great movie, but it stays true to the narrative. Quadrophenia didn't try, and Sergeant Pepper had literally nothing to do about Sergeant Pepper or the Beatles. But like this is a solid movie. It is a solid movie. It does follow the narrative, and it does everything you see on the screen follows the lyrics and such. But
It's hard to keep on track.
That's right. And I also
oh,
wanna say-
Brad, get out of the video. Why?
yeah.
Oh,
A song called "Comfortably Dumb."
this is I am uncomfortably dumb watching this. I haven't seen Jesus Bro yet, but I want to watch Jesus Bro now. And this is a good way to completely destroy such a good song, Doug.
On top of that, he just butchered it throughout the entire video. He's just butchering it. Like, he's just like stabbing the album with a butcher's knife many times. Like, wham and wham and wham. It's like that. And here's the question I like to ask: If he's hating the movie, then why does he call it a love letter to Pink Floyd? This is complete bullshit.
Remember those ego birds?
Yes, I remember those.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug has such ego and stuff.
He is
Pink
comfortably
Floyd-
dumb.
Pink Floyd doesn't have ego at all. He cares about his fans. Doug Walker, on the other hand, he doesn't care about his fans at all.
That's me in pain.
That's what this video is. Just pain. It's just pain throughout. Also, I've heard the album is really bad. Like, it's so badly recorded.
Because it's a whole bunch of shitty covers. I hear an echo.
Yeah. I should mention that
I hear an echo.
all these
Can you, are
songs-
your headphones? I can still hear an echo.
Ugh.
Hello. Is there anybody out there?
Oh God,
Just
that
not
song.
if you can hear me.
You should make a joke where he says, "Is there anybody who cares?" You know what I was saying?
What?
No one cares.
I will say I like his shirt.
And I should mention that Corey Taylor is not the only person in this video. His son's also in the video too.
Was that his son, or who was that?
Yeah, that was his son.
I noticed a resemblance.
Yeah, that was his son. He's supposed to play as the young Pink in that video.
Oh, Brad, you are the best part about this whole thing. He has so much charisma, but
he cannot really save this video. He can't.
we are officially at the 19-minute and 37-second marks. We still have 20 more minutes of this fuck.
Wow. Could this end?
Still got 20 more minutes, homie. And now it's time for a commercial break. Woo!
Let me guess. Is he gonna do a commercial about the album, or is it about Honey? Who fucking cares?
Is it about charity? You know, you could give that money you're making off this video to charity, like you used to.
True. That is true. He should. But no, he doesn't give a shit about that.
Thankfully, now I have Honey. It's a free browser extension that scans.
No, I'm not using Honey. I'm sorry. I'm sticking to Patreon, thank you very much.
Your card at checkout. Honey will find you every coupon
Yeah.
code, sale, or discount on over 20
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, give us some subscriptions. Yeah, we sure will thank that indeed.
How do I know Honey really works? Well,
It doesn't.
not only did Honey test
Papa John's. Of course. This commercial should not
Yeah.
be this long. A minute tops. Minute.
thanks again to Honey for sponsoring.
I don't
Yeah.
even know what Doug's doing in this ad. What is he doing?
It comes from
What is this overacting? Even more overacting than usual.
Let me guess.
You know,
is the ad for HelloFresh?
Another ad? Come on. Oh, now he's advertising the fucking album. Are you kidding me?
Yep, there you are. The album where he says it's a love letter to Pink Floyd. Well, fuck you, Doug Walker.
I'm drinking my water. That's why he had Slipknot join him, so he could produce his shitty album.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look, it's the person we all hate. Oh, fuck. Yes, he's burying all his haters again.
Oh, and this makes it perfect. Like, he has these dashes all over his head. It says "person you hate."
Like,
the icing
dude,
on the cake. There you go. The icing on the cake.
He's figured out that everyone doesn't like him, yet he still continues to make videos. He has transformed into the movie reviewer equivalent of Keemstar.
Or how about the movie Hitler?
He pretty much is. He just needs to shave his mustache into a Hitler thing. But
I can't imagine that with Doug Walker. I can definitely imagine him doing that right now.
Hell, Shane Dawson did it. And now look at Shane Dawson making shitty documentaries on obscene, dumb stuff.
You know, I'd rather watch Shane Dawson than this piece of shit.
I wouldn't.
I'm just saying, because I think it'll be better than this, watching this shit.
I love how it's smudged on his face now, like he just rubbed his head.
Yeah, that's really really not good.
No. What are you laughing at?
Give myself relax because how bad that video is.
Well, we have 15 more minutes left as he continues to bury social media.
Oh god. I mean, what's the point of him actually bringing up social media?
Because because after Change the Channel, he thinks everyone calls him the Hitler of the internet now. And it's like,
but it's still pointless for him to bring it up. I mean, it was also pointless for Angry Joe to bring up social media up in his videos. It was so pointless in those video game reviews.
Well, it's called projection. Projection. At this point, the review, if he was doing a regular review, like if I was doing this review, it'd be over by now. It should not be going this long.
Exactly. It should not be this long at all. I mean, I can understand why the Fox Kids review of his was actually long. I can understand that. I guess understand it an hour long because he was talking about the shows that go along with that program.
Yeah, a bunch of shows. He's talking about a rock opera that's an hour and a half. It's no longer nor shorter than most anything he reviews.
Exactly. On top of that, he's made a 3.5 movie. Noticeably Fleek, which I actually like. So if he's complaining about the runtime, then it makes no sense.
And say what you will about the movies, like I gave Kick-Assia a pass because it was just some stupid independent thing they were doing, but
Kick-Assia, I'll say it's okay, but it couldn't have got better.
And they had a chance for it to be better with those two other movies. Suburban Nights was a dumpster fire. And To Boldly Flee, I can't say it was horrific, but it did feel preachy.
Suburban Nights was actually kind of funny. I actually laughed a lot in that movie, and so was To Boldly Flee. I actually liked To Boldly Flee.
To Boldly Flee was there. But yeah, this is horrific.
Yeah, definitely horrific. You know, it's also funny. He calls it like Nostalgia Critic presents. It's supposed to be his presentation.
This looks like something that Jimmy Screamer Claus really would edit. You got all these weird creatures and all these Cinema 4D effects.
You know, I think Jimmy Screamer Claus would just make.
See, there it is, right there. That's a Screamer Claus effect right there.
I doubt that Jimmy Screen Claus will just do something shitty as this.
I don't know, has Critic made any movies where a dog rips a fetus out of a woman and murders her, or murders people for not supporting God or Cain or whatever?
Well, no. I'm just saying it's Jimmy Screen Claus movie will be more entertaining than this piece of shit.
And now here's that "Bring the Runtime Down" song you guys were talking about.
Oh boy, that's
the movie is an hour and 34 minutes long. It's
35.
35. It's no more longer than the actual album.
That's right.
Like if you want to see a long rock opera, I don't know how I forget how long Sgt. Pepper, like 2 hours maybe.
And that's the biggest question I'd like to ask about Doug Walker. Why is he actually complaining about the runtime? Seriously, he made a movie that's 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
On top of that, he's made reviews that are hour long. So what the fuck?
Bring the runtime down, Doug. And look, he just sticks his giant movie poster right in the shot just to be subtle. Like, hey, look at me, yeah. I can make movies too. This is a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie, but it's just a movie you made. You're just exploiting your ego. That's what you're doing.
Oh, and there's his $1 million gold icon for getting 1 million subscribers. That's more showing off his ego.
Indeed. That's what Doug Walker is for you. Just showing his ego. That's all he does.
So what?
Look at me. I am famous. And who are you? Nobody.
Now who the hell is this guy?
Well, I bet that's a guy from Feta.
Okay. Yeah, now that everybody's left the site, aside from Brad, he now has to resort to all these nobodies and whatever the fuck hell this bloody cat thing is.
Well, basically, these are the creatures that are made from Feta, and of course, these are supposed to be the creatures that are representing from the movie. You know how the movie represents these creatures that, in the movie and stuff. But here's the thing I want to mention: the creatures have reasons to be in the movie. They actually have reasons. Like, for example, that creature comes up during the war scene. Because it's supposed to be like scary. It's supposed to be representing how horrible the war is, how terrifying it could be, like a monster. That's good reasons. But here, these monsters have no reason whatsoever.
And I gotta say, those effects, that bunny cat thing, those effects are too good for this video. Look at it.
Indeed, they are. I mean, those effects are good. I mean, I will admit they are good, but they're just so pointless. Like, what's the point? What's the purpose of these creatures?
Just to show off that he has cool effects, I guess. I don't know.
But these are not his. These are from Feta.
Oh.
Each one represented something deep.
Holy shit! She's actually explaining the movie. She's actually reviewing all the creatures in the actual movie. There's actual context here. And she is the one doing the review. Doug is doing nothing.
That's the biggest problem I have with this review. Doug is doing nothing. All he ever does is just... Oh yeah, that's all he does. He's just there. And all he does is sing. It's like he's not a critic anymore.
What is going on?
Just wait until it gets to the end. It gets worse.
Oh god. Now we're going right into Coraline territory with these effects.
Mm-hmm. It should be showing that Scarecrow guy any minute.
Hunter, if I were you, I'd be running like hell.
Indeed. Are they still going with these effects?
Yeah, now we got all blood rubies and stuff.
Can this already end? Like, 39 minutes and 50 seconds. It feels like 2 hours at this point.
Okay, now I'm sexually frustrated with what I'm seeing here.
Oh god.
What the fuck is that? Holy shit, we're up to 33 minutes now. And, so we're right at the trial now. So this thing's almost over, thank God.
Yep. And believe me, it gets worse at the end. Just believe me.
Does it have a talking ass? You know, like the talking ass, like the ass in the movie? or wait, Doug is the talking ass, of course.
I wonder if you're going to talk about the scene where he says, "Oh, does this remind you of Jesus?"
And your honor, we can take that home.
So many effects work went into this.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what this review is. A bunch of pointless effects and music.
It's style, not substance.
That's right. But it's an awful style. A terrible, terrible style.
Well, there's your demonetization right there.
Film is apt with much to be revealed. But the marvelous creature should be adored as opposed to...
And like I said before, he basically changed that scene with the phones and stuff.
I gotta say, that this creature steals the whole thing for me.
Exactly, it does.
This thing is so much more charisma than Doug has.
Exactly.
Oh, it looks like we're reaching the final climax, thank God. And there goes Channel Awesome. The wall has officially been broken.
Yep. And of course they ended with the song. Of course they ended with the song.
Wait. Let's see.
But that's it? We're stopping there?
Well, yeah, the movie did.
I didn't even get a line. Hell, I didn't even sing a song. What'd you even think of the movie?
Well, the movie ended on such an open vagueness that only makes sense that the review end on such an open...
I know it's gonna happen.
Right.
It's a review! That's literally the opposite of what that is!
Okay! I liked it fine.
Yeah, me too.
A little full of itself, but good music and imagination.
Fair enough.
So now what?
Well, since you got me, figure I could sing you one of my biggest hits. You mean? Oh, yeah. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the
And wait. The fucking SpongeBob theme?
Yep. That's what Corey Taylor is singing, and that's what his movies been leading up. That's what his reviews been leading up to.
So this is a love letter to Pink Floyd, so we're just gonna play the SpongeBob theme, which has absolutely nothing to do with Pink Floyd.
Oh, it gets even better.
It does?
Doug Walker in Nostalgia Critic says the movie was good.
Whoop-de-doodle-doo! The movie was good.
Check out the album!
He was bashing the movie. He was literally bashing it. How can you say it's good if you're just bashing the movie?
Bashing it with all the Warhammers and everything. I'm done. I don't give a shit about all the ads at the end. I'm fucking done. Jesus.
Exactly.
Jesus, God Almighty.
Yes, it's terrible. It's awful. When I saw this video, ever since it got uploaded, I was just like, "What the hell is this?" And I actually have a comment on the video saying,
At Domino's, get 2 medium 2-topping pizzas delivered.
Oh, you ordering Domino's? Give me Domino's.
No. Well, anyway, here's a comment I said to the video. If I can scroll down to it and find it. Oh, here it is. What is this? This is not a review. This is just random music after random music. Where's the review? Where are the clips from the movie? I mean, what is this anyway? This has got to be the worst Nostalgia Critic review. Oh, wait. This is not a review. This is a waste of time. But I'll give it this. the visuals are nice. The music and seeing Pink is awesome. But I was expecting a review, not some random pointless musical. On top of that, this was boring. So boring to watch. Bottom line, this video sucks.
You know. Oh, there's a bit of an echo again. Oh, careful on the echo. All right.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. So, I can still hear an echo. Testing. I can.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Still hear an echo.
Oh.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. I don't hear an echo anymore, so I'm good.
Good.
So here's the thing. If that ending bit with the bit with the trial scene with all the creatures, if that was an ending skit of the review, fine. I'd be okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that this entire review was just one long skit with absolute butchered versions of all the songs on the album, the fact that it was basically Doug Walker burying the movie, burying the album, burying the band, essentially, just everything that all that Roger Waters put into.
Exactly. If Roger Waters actually saw this video, I bet he will actually sue Doug Walker for all this work that Doug Walker put into.
Hey, if the president if Kiss can get audio flagged on Donald Trump's Twitter, and I'm sure Roger Waters would have he'd happily go ahead and start flagging. Going to the fair use office and saying, yeah, this guy completely destroyed my album, made a complete mockery of it. It was very distasteful.
He did. He just literally destroyed it.
Like, dude.
He just...
This like, looking back on it, if I were to go back to 2011 and say, oh, would I do a review of The Wall? Maybe. I'd probably only be making fun of the animated
I'd probably
scenes.
do it if I was doing more reviews. Maybe.
Yeah, I probably could do it, but I don't think I'd have much to talk about. Like, for the most part, because the movie is very stylish, and but it is basically a representation of Roger Waters, his childhood, having to live without his father. And all that stuff.
Exactly.
And it's very depressing. You can feel it.
It's a great movie, and I consider it one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, and this.
I should mention this. The movie got panned by critics, from what I heard, and didn't receive much money in the box office. However, it got a cult following.
Yeah, people still like it. Floyd fans
That's
like
right.
it. Yeah, and I think it's one of the better rock opera movies I've seen. I mean, I'll easily take it over whatever the hell those live shows on Fox are now. A Christmas Story live, really? This video.
You might find this interesting. According to the video of Nostalgia Critic's The Wall, it's got over 30,000 dislikes and only 16,000 likes. This video has been hated by non-fans of Nostalgia Critic and also fans of Nostalgia Critic, calling it the worst review ever made and even the worst video to be made on YouTube.
And what's even messed up is this isn't the first time that Doug has done something like this. Remember Hocus Pocus?
Hocus Pocus, I saw that video. It's not bad compared to this.
But it's like he
yes,
barely talked about the movie.
Yes, he did. But at least he did try to critique it. But at least that was a review. But this is no review. This is absolutely just a complete shitty musical throughout.
And and it really shows how out of touch Doug is. I mean,
exactly. It just shows how out of touch he is. It's just like he went from good critic to really horrible person that all he cares is about ego.
Yeah. And just the fact that, I've got this big following, I got the fans, I got the money. You got the fans. I hate to break it to you, your fans are dwindling. I mean, you had maybe...
And your fans also hate you, Doug Walker. Your fans hate you for this video. I mean, they complain so much about this video, and they have good reasons to.
Oh, Hunter, I'm sorry that you feel that way. Yeah, like... looking back on it, like, when I was younger, when I was getting into this reviewing business, me and many other people, we wanted to be a part of Channel Awesome. And after hearing everything that's happened, from all the controversies, the Jew Wario thing, everything that, the way that the content creators were being mistreated by the Walkers and Mike Dodd, I think we dodged a bullet.
Exactly.
Like, I was referred to by the now defunct Busy Street blogs as a Channel Awesome reject. And you know what? I'm glad I was a Channel Awesome reject. Because then I wouldn't have to put up with all this rubbish that these guys put all these...
Same here. I was actually on That Guy Glasses too, but that's gone.
I
don't care because I didn't want to deal with this rubbish at all.
I was part of a site called Reviewers Unknown. It's no longer with us. But when I was part of Reviewers Unknown, what you do on that site is you edit your own video. You upload. They give you this little private ad gimmick that allows you to access the site. You add your review onto the site, and that's it. That was what you did. There was no There was no contracts. There was no firing over how many ads you have to put on a video, and all this other garbage. And you didn't have to torture everyone with dumb skits and whatever the hell else. That if there was like what, a 70-page manifesto of all the garbage that they've done. I'm beginning to imagine that they've done more. There is something else that they're hiding from us that we don't know about. That I'm sure that we don't know about. That's going to get exposed soon. Whether it's from Brad Jones or any other, or maybe Tamara or Malcolm or anybody, I don't know. But holy shit.
Yeah, it's true. And I've actually been thinking about, just taking my autograph picture from Malcolm just back to him and say, hey,
you know what?
Keep this.
Malcolm, hold on to it, because Malcolm's a good guy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He is not like I still have a autographed Jingle All the Way VHS from 2010, but I'm not gonna throw it out, but I'm keeping it tucked away in the dirtiest part of my closet right now. But yeah,
it deserves that because
just.
I still, speaking of that guy in class, I still have autographs from that sci-fi guy.
Mm-hmm.
What was he doing these days anyway? I haven't heard from him in a long time.
Yeah, real life stuff. Maybe he got a new job or something. I don't know.
Probably so.
But you know what? Like, as far as reviewers go, like, Linkara's still doing all right. Brad Jones is doing all right. I have no idea what's going on with Nostalgia Chick, but apparently she fell foul of the dreaded Politrix, as they're come to known. Mars Girl ended up right in the middle of the Vic Mignogna fiasco, and what really sickens me is how a lot of Vic's fans that are defending him are now saying that, Mars Girl's she's a piece of shit because she knew about the Jew Wario thing, and it's like, no, she didn't know about the Jew Wario thing. Nobody knew.
No, she did.
Nobody knew except for the Walkers and Mike Dodd.
That's right.
And hell, even Justin's wife didn't even know about it until it finally came out.
Exactly.
So the fact, the one person who's at fault, well, for the most part, it's Doug and Mike Dodd, and Rob Walker knew. Like, I have a bit more respect for Rob, I guess, but.
I've heard Rob Walker has been disrespecting some of the employees from Channel Awesome. For example, he did kind of disrespect Oscurus Lupa,
and that which eventually led to the Change the Channel thing. So Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, he did disrespect Skiruzuka and also Phaelus and other members in general.
So I've completely given up. So.
Me too. I'm giving up. I've already unsubscribed.
If Doug had ended his show after To Boldly Flee and maybe gone on to something, that he was actually could do, like maybe like the midnight screenings or first viewings or something, though, I'd be fine with that because those are funny. Yeah. Those can be funny.
Yeah.
He's done. He is washed up.
He's done.
He is washed up on the shores of Lake Michigan right now. Oh, I'm so sorry I had to put you through all this.
It's all right.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm glad we did. I got to see. I've seen a lot of commentaries on Doug's video. I finally seen the review. I'm glad I don't have to ever see it again. So I'm gonna go take a nice cold shower and wash the filth of this out. So. Hunter, it was great having you on.
You too. You too, Brandon.
And if anyone wants time to throw in some plugs, because hey, why the hell not? Doug throws 2-minute long plugs into his videos, but I got a Patreon in my. I do have a Patreon. It's a little slow right now, and by slow I mean stagnant. But if you want to maybe if you want to. Donate and maybe put in a commission or maybe an idea for a new video, maybe a new commentary on a video. Maybe we can do something like that. So be sure to check it out. How about you, Hunter? Any shout-outs, any plugs?
I would like to say just check out my channel if you're interested in watching reptiles and stuff. You want to learn about them and everything. I got a bunch of videos on that and stuff.
How would you describe the creatures that were in this movie? Would you describe them as Homo erectus?
Well, basically, what I describe them as, it's just pointless in the review. I don't know how to describe the creatures. They're just there for filler.
They're filler sapiens. That's what I call them. Filler sapiens. Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna cover it. I'm gonna get going now. So, until next time, guys. I'm the Hardcore Kid.
I'm Hunter Ivey.
Peace out, and let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, that's it.
Bye.